video of Ziam. It's actually about me and the stuff that I've gone through. I will talk about my views on Ziam and such at the end of the video. I will be answering some of your questions. Depends on how many people. I have been going through a lot, and you know, and I have gotten different views about Ziam. Don't judge me. But yeah, in this video I want to be honest with you guys, because you guys are like my closest friends, and well, to me you guys are my closest friends. We're Ziams and all. I mean, you can't exactly leave the Ziam fandom. I haven't exactly left the Ziam fandom. I can't leave. You can't just leave the fandom, and I love Zayn and Liam and such. But again, like, at the end of the video, I will share my views about it, and I will answer questions about my stance on Zayn and Liam together and apart, you know, like who they are and such. So for now, I just want to tell you guys that the video that I took was really bad quality because I was going through a hard time, and I just decided to take out my phone and film it. So I apologize if it's like horrible, crappy quality. There will not be a lot of effects in this video, if I even have effects. I don't think I'm gonna do effects. Other than that, it's just like more like a serious type of video. So all I could say is, you know, if you guys really are interested, please stay in this video. If not, click out. But this is me really trying to connect with you guys, so I suggest you guys watch it so we can like relate, and I can tell you guys my story and who I am. With that, please sit back and enjoy this sad video. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty dark, so I apologize for that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video and stay after, because I will be doing a Q&A from Instagram. I miss you guys by the time that I upload this. I apologize. I will wait till the next video. Yes, I'm gonna try and make as much videos as I can, depending on how bad my computer reacts. I don't know. Other than that, there will be a next video, I promise. I'm gonna try and make more videos. Love you guys, and enjoy. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Hannah, as you guys know. I want to talk about like what's going on with this channel and what I'm doing. Honestly, I have lost motivation for Ziam, whether I believe it or not, which I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering. I've only made like a couple of videos so far, and I wanted to be like the Queen Halo for Ziam, and I wanted to do a lot, you know. In all honesty, like, I really wanted to like put out for Ziam. I'm not saying that I regret anything. I don't regret having that account I made. You know, I did truly believe it, and in all honesty, it was great for me going into like journalism and stuff like TMZ and stuff. But in all honesty, I feel like perhaps it's not real. Whether it's real or not, I don't want to like change your guys' thoughts on it. I want you to keep believing what you believe. I will support all of you. Whatever decision and whatever you believe, I support. So now I'm gonna get into some issues about me. I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. I have severe anxiety. It's accompanied by depression, and honestly, it's a really long story of how I got it. All I could say is it kind of came from PTSD of some things that happened to me and my sister. Okay, I don't want to like say, but nobody really thought that I would be really affected. I will say my sister was affected deeply. No one thought I would be affected, but I was, because I was like 10 when this event happened. But I didn't know I had anxiety, so I went through school, and like ever since, it was till like 7th grade, I started realizing something was wrong with me. 7th, 8th grade, I started feeling sick a lot. The doctor thought maybe I had asthma. I don't know how nausea and asthma is connected, but they thought I had asthma. They gave me an inhaler, and I kind of just forgot about it through 8th grade. 9th grade came, I was in color guard for 2 years, and I was bullied by my coach, bullied by the girls in my team. I will admit, the one thing that made my anxiety, that I believe made my anxiety worse, was my coach, because yes, my school is the top in the West Coast, and I'm not just saying that to brag or anything, so I literally dropped out of that school and switched on to charter school because I couldn't handle of how freaking big and mighty my school is, which is funny because karma's a bitch, and my school totally just went ding. So, yeah, it's just, they're really hard on the kids there, and I was only 16 at the time, and somebody stole my flag. I was blamed for it anyways, and because I couldn't make a flag fast enough, because nobody tells the regular, you know, team members where the flags are. Only the captains know. So, because I couldn't find the stuff, I got in trouble by my coach in front of the whole color guard. He came down on me and told me I wasn't gonna go anywhere in life. I was irresponsible, and I took it. I really took it in, and I'm not gonna cry because honestly, that was the past, and I'm trying to use that. I'm definitely using it to help myself grow. I have dealt with bullying like a lot through my life, but you know, I don't really have friends, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing really, because you can't really trust people, you know, in real life. Like, you can trust people. I'm not saying, oh, don't have friends, like, definitely have a friend, but just for me, it doesn't work out, except for online type of friends, because just so many, at least in my town, there's just so many fake people, and you know, it's just so many fake people, especially in the society nowadays. Just, you can't really trust anyone. And now, since I have gotten severe anxiety, I've gotten, it's honestly has really, after 10th grade, what happened with my coach, I dropped out of the color guard team. I left because I couldn't handle the bullying. The girls isolated me. I was different. That definitely, like, really ruined how I felt about myself, and I became insecure. The whole summer, I was screwed. Like, I couldn't leave the house. I felt sick to my stomach, but I never, like, threw up, because I also suffer from emetophobia, meaning I'm highly afraid of anything that has vomit, puke, like, anything. I can't even say the word. I hate it. I hate looking at it. I am constantly nauseous because of it, and that triggers anxiety as well. I actually haven't thrown up since I was 13, and I'm like sitting here like, okay, the time, let's keep this going, let me not get sick, and let's just keep on going with life and try to be happy. It's kind of hard to do when you're constantly nauseous, and you know, you think, oh, I'd rather just throw up because maybe the nausea will go away. For me, no. I tend to just let myself suffer. I suffer from acid reflux as well, meaning if you don't know what acid reflux is, it's when, like, you eat something, it could be acidic, depending on what you're, like, I'm sensitive to all foods, but I love food. It's kind of tough for me not to eat, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I've actually been hospitalized but it was only once. My first time in the hospital, I didn't eat for a week because I felt nauseous, and I was afraid that I'd throw up and be sick, and I just didn't eat, and I got really skinny. I got severely skinny, and I had to go to the hospital for it because I was so dehydrated. I had a horrible, massive headache, and it was just a horrible experience for me. Like, I was just like, okay, I gotta force myself to eat. Really hard to do when you also have been diagnosed with IBS. That contributes also with anxiety as well. So I have a lot of things going on down here. Just a lot of stuff. My stomach is always unhappy. I tend to, like, I'm now starting to cope with it. I'm 18 now, and I've had issues with it since I was like 13 or 12. And it's just, it has progressed, but I've been able to limit it sometimes for some months. Like, some months it's horrible, some months it's I don't feel anything, and I can go through a whole month like having no issues. I can leave the house, and some months I can't. And now, since I switched to charter school, I'm always in the house, and I'm constantly in my room. I can't get out of the house. I'm anxious to drive. Like, honestly, my anxiety won't even let me drive. When I first got my anxiety, I literally wouldn't leave the house. Now I'm pushing myself to leave the house, and I rarely went to school because I just couldn't, like, I can't take a big place and all those people trapped in like sardines. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't. No matter how hard I try, it's like I feel suffocated and I have to get out of there. That's just a huge issue that I go through, and again, you know, it's not good to like give in. Like, at times I think it's okay to give in. You know, at times it's okay to give in if you can't handle it and it's just become too much. You shouldn't force yourself to fight, because if you force yourself to fight, you become tired and you start to lose a lot, like you become weak. If it's like massive, I think it's okay to take a break. But if it's something that you feel that you can fight back and you can do it, and you tell yourself, okay, you can do this, and you have no problem in that, and you push yourself in that way, and you feel comfortable with it, that's great. Because I've been doing that, and honestly, I feel like I'm coping with it a lot better. And definitely find different, like, music for me. Find distractions. When people would tell me find distractions, I honestly didn't know what they meant by that. And it's just because I didn't really find something that was interesting that I could get distracted by. Ziam was a really good distraction for a while, but it just, too much drama. I'm just too much anxiety for me. I just couldn't handle it, and that's like part of the reasons why I left the Ziam fandom. I'm still basically in it in a way, because I'd be checking up stuff, but I still am stuck there. I have found 21 Pilots. They have honestly been my brand new obsession. Duh. They've helped me a lot with my mental state, because I recently have been going through a hard time with my anxiety, and I've been very depressed because I really don't have friends. I honestly, in all honesty, like, the only friend I have is my friend John, and he's trying to finish school because he's still at the public school, and he's my best guy friend. My other best guy friend, he's in the Navy right now. So I don't have anyone I can hang out with, really. No one really texts me except for like my online friends. So it's really hard for me, and I was going through a period where honestly I just didn't want to go online. I just felt so like I just felt like a waste of space, I guess. You know, like I felt unimportant. I felt like, you know, I'm like, woe is me, I have anxiety, and that's not the best thing to do. You should always think positively if you have mental illnesses, such as anxiety and PTSD, or, you know, the stuff I have, you know. You definitely should stay as positive as you can. It's okay to take breaks and stuff, but you need to stay positive, because the more you become negative, the more you start getting used to that. It becomes a routine, and you start to feel horrible about yourself, and you know, it starts bringing you down and makes stuff worse, and you don't want that. You know, you do not want that. So I found 21 Pilots, and definitely a great mental, like, distraction for me, where I can tell you know, Tyler Joseph is a very lyrical writer, and he's gone through stuff, and he knows exactly how it feels, and he's very talented. He's a genius. He's literally like Mozart for emotional feels. You know what I mean? No, they're not an emo band. People call them an emo band. Yes, maybe majority of their fans are emo, but way I think of it, and I'm not saying, oh, you're all emo. No, you're not. We all have our issues, and it's okay to like have emotional music like that, because it keeps you positive. Even, like, you want to call it emo music, that's more like stuff that brings you down, I think with 21 Pilots, and I think it's good that Tyler makes that music for these kids, because, for not just these kids, but, you know, all of us, because it really keeps us positive, and it keeps us to feel like, okay, I can do this. There's no point in like trying to take my life or something. You know, it's definitely like an amazing thing, and it lets you know, you're not alone. You're not the only one who has anxiety, who has depression. You're not the only one who suffers through things like this. you know, you have the same thoughts. Like, everyone's different, of course. Everyone has their own different story. But, you know, you're not the only one who has these issues. I actually turned gum. Gum is, I actually do take 2 pills, one for my IBS that I stopped taking because I almost got hospitalized because I stupidly didn't take it right. So I stopped taking them, but I take Zofran for my nausea because I have constant nausea every freaking day and it's annoying as F. But I also chew gum. Gum helps a lot. Peppermint, I'm literally like Josh Dunn. I've literally bought like 100 pieces of gum. Okay, not 100 pieces. 100 packs of gum. If you have anxiety and you need something like gum to help distract you in a way also, go to Sam's Club or Costco if you have one in your town, and you can get a big freaking box. Like, I literally have a gum store. Well, I'm all out of gum now because I go through a pack a day. Other than that, like, my mom doesn't want me to take pills and stuff, so she refuses. She wants me to try and do it all natural, and I'm trying to cope with it. And do I want to take pills? Honestly, I'd like to try, but I understand like the risk, and now that I think about it, I think I don't really want to deal with the risks. I think if I just stick to my Zofran, I think majority of my anxiety will be fine. As long as I don't feel nauseous, because it literally plays. If I get anxious and I start getting nauseous, because that's the main thing that happens, I'll start to feel more anxious, and then more nausea, the more anxiety, the more nausea, more anxiety, and it just keeps going, and I'm just like, I can't eat, I can't do this, I can't do that, and it just becomes a whole thing. So, you know, just when I think of it, I think of anxiety definitely being in your head in a way, because it is, it pretty much is, because it's you telling yourself,
oh my god, look at that, oh my god, oh my god, they're looking at me, okay, wait, are they talking about me? Like, oh my gosh, I feel nauseous, am I gonna throw up today? Am I gonna throw up tomorrow?
And it's really hard, and it's like the way that I think of it is like it's literally just your thoughts, and it is in your head in a way, because it's you worrying about like everything, and it starts to make you anxious. And I do kind of have a little bit of social anxiety. I talk a lot though, which is weird, but I talk a lot when I am anxious because it helps with my anxiety as well, as weird as it sounds. But I'm really awkward around people because I'm so used to having friends on my phone, and I'm so used to talking to people on my phone. It's just like, okay. I'm gonna wrap up my anxiety problem. I'm happy to say that I am starting to get a lot better. Hey Ziams, okay, so that was my video. Sorry about the glare behind my head. That's like freaking annoying me, but it's okay. Like, look, you know what? I'll just there. So, anyways, back. This is like serious. I want to like now like answer your questions. I didn't get like a lot of questions. I don't know if like people are just waiting or like what, but I totally understand. Like, it's fine if you guys still want to ask questions. Like, I got you. If you guys end up asking questions and this video is already up and you guys are late, it's okay. I will answer them in my next video. I promise you guys there will be a next video. The wait, I think I should be honest. I don't know how long the wait will be. I do take a long time making videos because my computer sucks and my niece is always on the computer. So that's just with that. For now, I will be answering questions. My first question, she actually asked like a couple questions, which is pretty good because keeps it going. My_Larry Hart asked me, first she asked, okay, if you saw Shane's new conspiracy video with Sony in it, can you say what you think about it? My views on Sony, which is what I was gonna tell you guys, is I will be focusing a lot on Sony. The company, all I can tell you right now, because I want to actually do a video by itself, so this will be like a little taste of it, and I will share my thoughts. Sony is a crap company. I don't really know the history behind it, but I do know that their rules and contracts are more they're a high up like company, and they have many branches that branches out. You know, Simon Cowell works for them. A lot of like famous people are part of it, and like people who sign that contract, they don't usually read it, and they're stupid for that. I mean, who reads a contract anymore? Like, honestly, you just sign it and you're not gonna read freaking pages. Unfortunately, people end up just signing it, and without, like, looking at the contract from Sony, they pretty much state that they practically will own you, and you can't do anything about it. And once you sign that, you can't go back, you know? And people just look at that and sign it because they're like, I'm not gonna read, like, a whole, you know, thing. So you know what, like, with Sony, they're a crap company. They have very low reviews from their clients. People like Fifth Harmony. Why do big people go in there? It's because of how much promo and PR stunts you do. But here's a fun fact. Majority of the people in Sony actually don't really win Grammys. But you hear more about them because of how much they are focused into PR stunts and promo. Look at Justin Bieber. Look at Hailey Baldwin. Look at The Weeknd. Look at Bella Hadid. Look at Gigi Hadid and Zayn. ZG. Those are all fake relationships. If you guys ship them, I'm sorry, but they're fake relationships and they're all part of Sony. It's a whole freaking pattern. It's what they do. Unfortunately, that's just how that part of the industry is. There is good companies though, such as Warner Music, that they care about their people and their privacy. They let them have their personal life. And majority of people in Warner Music, such as Ed Sheeran, Dua Lipa, many others, Cardi B is part of that one. However, they get to choose their promo, they get to choose whether they want to be out there or not. Whereas Sony, they force you to be out there and people don't like it, you know, but they can't help it because they signed the contract. With Warner, majority of people in Warner actually win more Grammys than people in Sony. Sony, you only hear more about them because they're constantly in the news because of how the company does that to get promo and get the name out there. If you look into it, you'll start to see what I'm talking about, and it's really weird, and unfortunately that's their tactic, is just getting promo and shit and getting them attention. Whereas with Warner Music, they actually focus on the artist's musics and not like getting them out there. They don't want to make them like give out the personal life just to make money off them. They want them to make their own music and pursue their passion, and it doesn't matter, like they want them to do that, and they make their own money, and they make just as much money as people in Sony. That you barely hear about them. You don't hear about 21 Pilots very often. You don't hear about Ed Sheeran very often. He got engaged without anyone knowing. 21 Pilots. Tyler Joseph got married to a regular girl. Nobody knew about it. It's completely quiet. It's a really more like conservative type of company. Sony is out there and they manipulate their clients. They treat them badly. It's really bad. And that's like kind of like connects with Shane. They don't care about like what, they just want to make money off you. You're their puppet. You're their puppet. With Sony, you're basically their puppet. Everything he had to say about it is pretty much true. Next, she asked, do you think Larry broke up? If yes, why? My view on Larry, I've been a former Larry shipper. I do think maybe they did have a thing. If they did break up, I think it's like natural causes, like natural, you know, relationship type of things. I do think Harry is possibly bisexual, and it's obvious. Louis, I do think is gay. Don't hate me if you guys don't believe that. But Larry, if they were real, I think maybe they were. They experimented and they may have dated. And if they broken up, I think it's like natural stuff. It just fell out. They just didn't feel the same about each other. That's just what I think. They could still be together. I mean, you never know. Honestly, you just have to be patient and wait at least till their contract breaks and that stuff comes out. Next question was, what do you think about Simon Cowell? Basically, I kind of explained with Sony, he is a fake, money, greedy mole rat. It's just, he doesn't seem like the type of person who's greedy, but he is, like, he masks it, but he's really a user. Like, he's literally, like, he finds people to make money off of them by their looks and potential talent. I mean, that's what he's paid for to do. He doesn't sing, he doesn't do anything, yet he's paid to do this shit. I think that because he's intimidating stuff, they think, like, the people from Sony, like, hired him and have him there because of the way he is. Just seems so more professional, yet he has no actual experience in his life. But yeah, he's just a mall rat in my eyes. Moving on, now onto a question by Liam Pei P. She asked me, how do I feel about people wanting Go-Go to stay away from Zayn? I honestly don't mind, because I think it's a fake relationship. I mean, we can't do anything to keep them away, you know what I mean? And if people are like saying, oh, stay away, I mean, you are wasting your time. It's true, you are wasting your time, because the management doesn't give a crap about what we think. All they think about is making money and getting attention. No matter, the way that the industry works that I've learned is that it's by the attention that you get. I mean, look at Lil Tay. She had so much hate comments and crap, yet she's making money now out of those hate comments. It doesn't matter. It's how many views you get and how many times you get shared and how much publicity you get, how much you're talked about, whether it's negative or positive. They make money off of you by that. You make money by the attention that you get. So with ZG, yes, they get a majority of like death threats. They get like all this negative attention, yet guess what? They making money off of that. They don't care. They're like, go ahead, threaten me, keep threatening me. They want you to threaten them. They want you to give them just as much attention as they want them, which is why it's best if we just shut up and leave it alone. Because if we don't give it attention and we just don't focus on any of that, they'll end up just giving up and thinking, oh, this isn't working anymore. We need to get something more to get people riled up and talk about it. That's like how the whole industry works. It's really weird, and I finally just realized that, and it's unfortunately that's how it is, and it's really sad. But not all of the industry is like that. There are parts of the industries, entertainment industry and artist industry, like Warner Music. I don't know about Universal Music, but mostly Warner Music is a great thing. I'm gonna shut up about Warner. But I really give them props. They're a great company. They treat their clients right. You could tell the difference. Just look at the difference with that. With ZG though, of how I feel about that, people are wasting their time. I mean, I'm the same. I'll sit there and be like, get away from Zayn. Like, that's just how I am. Moving on to my next question by JustZiam_. She asked, do you think the GQ interview, whatever was said by Zayn, is true? Because I don't think so. He never say that. I think this is the thing about GG, huh? If I'm wrong, please comment below if I'm wrong. But I think this is like when he like said something about GG and exposed something, because that's what I heard. And then he's like tried to like make GG sound good, like saying like what was it? I think it was like he said something about like GG, like, oh, she takes over. The way that he said that, if that's what you're talking about, the way that he mentioned Gigi, in all honesty, definitely is fake. I mean, it's media trained and everything. The interviews are they're by, let me tell you the history about yellow journalism. As me pursuing in journalism and like getting to know like this type of stuff, basically they come up with crap like that to write and, you know, burn more like fires or whatever, like start more rumors, and make the rumors seem alive by adding stuff like that. And the publishers get the permission from the management to do so. Sometimes, mostly, the management asks them to do that. So basically, they could have written that in there. The way that it was written in there, it just does seem fake. You could tell the difference between yellow journalism and real journalism. Yellow journalism sounds very fake. It sounds like almost like a fairy tale. Like when you read it, it's way too descriptive. Like it sounds like a novel. Like it sounds like a book. That's how you could tell that it's fake. Real journalism is like straight up, and it tells you like right there, like, oh, this is this and that, you know, like it's bam, bam, bam. Yellow journalism is like a song. Like it's like a melody. Like, oh, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. Like it's a fairy tale novel type of crap. What he had to say about Gigi, I think, definitely, obviously it's fake. Again, the journalists wrote that on purpose because they had to. It's the way that the thing runs. And after the articles just recently came out that Zayn doesn't even want to put a label on the relationship because he doesn't give a fuck and he's done, because he doesn't give a crap and he's done. Like, he just doesn't want to hear it anymore. I don't blame him. And so they're trying to make it sound like, oh, they're friends with benefits. They're nothing like that. He don't like her. It's a fake relationship, and he's like exposing this. So that's honestly, basically, it was just journalists who the management told the journalist to write, and they added that. It's yellow journalism. It's fake. Don't believe it. With especially magazines like Vogue. Forgive me if I said that wrong. I'm not really into fashion magazines. GQ, People magazine, a lot of big magazines that come out, especially fashion magazines, are all fake. Don't believe anything that they say. That's pretty much sums up all the questions that I've gotten. If you guys did send a question and this video's up, I'm sorry I didn't get it. If you guys would like to ask more questions, don't hesitate to ask me, DM me it. Because I will use it for the next video. In conclusion, let me just state my views. I think I stated in my video because I didn't watch it back, so, you know, I'm just taking this video. All I could say about it is my stance on Ziam, whether they're together or not, I support them either way. I don't hate Zayn, I don't hate Liam. Like, mainly I want to expose Sony, and that's actually, like, my dream job is to get into TMZ and expose the whole industry. So people will see, like, the truth behind, like, companies like Sony and possibly Universal. I don't know how Universal works. I don't know exactly. I've never researched into it. The only companies I'm really aware of is Warner and Sony. So, honestly, I just will be exposing mostly ZG. I will be exposing, like, just the fake relationship in ZG and Shariam. And, you know, just Sony Music itself, and I want to expose, like, all their promo stunts, all their, you know, PR stunts, all, like, I just want to, like, release all that so you guys are woke and aware of what's really going on behind the scenes. My stance on Ziam is, like, kind of, like, I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know, like, I've been going through a lot, and I just haven't really thought about it anymore. I just felt really I've just, you know, felt really upset about stuff. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys want to see more, because I will be uploading more, click the subscribe button below. I don't know how to do anything on YouTube, so I'm gonna be like the crappiest YouTuber. I say that in every video, and it's true. If you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button. If not, don't click anything, because upside down makes my frown. Usually my videos aren't going to be this serious, you know. I'm going to try to do some, like, effects. If I should add music, please tell me what I should do, because I'm still trying to figure this out. I use Movie Maker, so please, guys, tell me what I should do, because I'm stupid. I'll see you guys later. We are who we are, no one's watching. And right from the start.